Welcome you all to this lecture on CRUD operations in list and comparison between loop and list comprehension in Python. Myself, Pradeepa, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Comrade College of Engineering Technology, Virudhunagar. So list in Python. So list is nothing but a list is a built-in data structure in Python. We have variety of data structures in Python like list, tuples, dictionary and sets. But list is used to store the different data types in Python, but it can also store duplicate elements in Python. So list, we will see the definition. List is used to store the different data types in sequence order. We can access the list element using the index value. Based on this value, we can update, delete and add the element to the list. And we have negative indexing in Python list. So -1 represents the last element of the list, and we can retrieve the list in reverse order using the negative indexing value. Let's see with an example. List operations in Python. So first we have to create the list. For creating a list, this is the syntax. First we have to define the identifier. That means we have mentioned the name of the list, and within the square bracket we have to give the value of the list, values for the list. Example, here we have created fruits list. Name of the list is fruits, and I have given the elements to the list. This is the string and this is the integer value, this is float value and this is character. So in this list, as I said before, we can store the different data types in the list. In array also we can store the different elements, but it should be in same data type. But list and tuples and set, we can store different data types in sequence order, and every element have to access using the index value. Every element have to be accessed using the index value. And here I have printed the list. So this is the output for the list. The entire list has displayed here. Accessing element in the list. For accessing element is nothing but we are retrieving the element using the index value. Here I have created the list name is color. We have mentioned the different values. Here I am trying to access the 0th index element. So basically we have to know what is the index value, how the index value is represent each element. Here this is the 0th, this red element is in 0th index, and green value is in first index, this is in second index, this is in third index, this is in fourth index, this is in fifth index. So based on the index value only, we can retrieve the element from the list. So here I am trying to access the 0th index value. What is the 0th index value? Red. So here the output is red. And I am trying to access the second index. So what is the second index value? Second index value is blue. So here the output is blue. And we can access the element using the slicing operator also. Slicing operator in Python, we can retrieve the particular range of the elements using the slicing operator. So this is the syntax here. This is the starting index, starting element. This is the ending index of the element. So basically slicing operator syntax is start, stop and step. So this is the syntax of slicing operator in Python. We can mention the starting index. Here I have mentioned 1 as a starting index, and I have mentioned 3 is the ending index. I didn't mention any step points. Starting index value is 1, so it starts from first index value and it stops from n-1 value. Here I have mentioned 3, so its ith state up to only second index, not third index. So this value retrieve only 1 and second index value, not the third index value. So that's why we got the output as green and blue, only first and second index value, not third index value. And here I access the element of the list using the negative indexing. So what is negative indexing? Negative indexing start from last element itself. This is the -1, this is the 9 present in -1 index, this is second index, this is third index value. So here -2 represent which element? 8. That's why we got 8 here. So in this way we can access the element of the list. And updating the element, what is mean by updating? Updating means we are trying to modify the element which we have already stored in the list. So here I have created the list like 17, 18, 90. This list name is marks. Here I have tried to update the list element using their index value. Here I am I am trying to update the first index value as 85. Already this is 0th index, this is first index, this is second index. In first index value already we have 80. In this code I am trying to update the value as 85. So after updation, I have printed the list. What is the list first index value? 85. So here we have update the list. So this property is called mutable. In Python, we have two types of properties, mutable and immutable. Mutable means we can update the element which we have stored already. Immutable means we can't update the element. So list is mutable data type, tuple is immutable data type, but that means we can't change the element previously we have stored in the data type. So tuple is immutable, list is mutable. And adding the elements, so we can add the element using index value, and we have some methods also for adding the element. So append keyword is used to add the element at the end of the list, and insert keyword, by using the insert keyword we can insert the element at a particular index value. So append keyword, here I have created the list and I am trying to append the fourth element. So after this execution we are trying to print the list. So what is the output? Here the 4 is added after the 3. So here 3 is the last element, right? After that only the 4 is added. So append keyword used to add the element at the end of the list. And insert keyword, in insert keyword we have we can mention the index position where we have to insert the particular element. So here insert, this is the syntax value. Here we have mentioned the where index we have to insert the element. This is the element value. Here we are trying to insert the third element in the second index value. So after printing, the third is present in which index? Second index. This is 0th index, first index, and second index. This is third index. So third is presented in, stored in second index value. So in this way we can add the element in the list. And extend keyword. So extend keyword is used to add multiple elements at a time in the list. So using append keyword also we can add the multiple elements. So if I am trying to add, so take this example. One and 2. So I am trying to add multiple elements using the append keyword. What it will be displayed is append keyword. I am trying to give append keyword. After printing this, the output will be like this: 1, 2 and 4, 5. We can also add multiple elements using the append keyword, but it considered this statement, this value as a single element, not a individual element. But using the extend keyword, we can add multiple elements, but it considered every element as a individual element. So this is the main difference between append keyword and extend keyword in list. And plus operator, using a concurrention operator also we can add multiple elements to the list. Here I have created A and B list, and using this statement I have added two lists, A and B list, to the C list. Here C is a concurrention list. So final answer is 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this way we can add the element to the list. And removing the elements. For removing elements we have built-in functions. So we have remove keyword and pop keyword, and we have delete keyword also. So remove function used to delete the element by using not index value, by using the element name. So here what I am trying to delete, here we have trying to delete the banana value. Remove function we have called. In remove function, what variable I have passed? I have passed the element, not the index value. So remove keyword delete the element in the list using the value, not by index. So here I am trying to delete the banana value, so I am giving the value of the element, not the index value. So after printing, after removing, I have printed what is the value? Apple and mango. And in this line what I am trying to do is, here I am trying to delete the banana value and I am trying to store the value in particular element, but it doesn't display anything because remove function does not return any value. So but in pop function we are trying to return any value, it returns. Here pop function usually delete the last element in the list if it doesn't mention any index value. So I didn't mention index value here, num and num dot pop. Here I am simply pop the element. So in this statement, what it will display, it simply delete the 30th element, that means last element of the list. Then I am printed the element. What is the output? 10 and 20, because I have deleted, right? So next remaining element is 10 and 20. Then final in this line, what I am trying to do is num dot pop. So in this line I am deleting the element and I am trying to store the element in variable. So next finally I have printed the variable. What the value is? 20. What in this step, what will be delete? It will be delete 20. So the deleted element is stored in a variable. In remove we can't store the deleted element. In pop we can store the deleted element. And pop using index value. In pop we can mention index value also. So we can delete the element by using the index value. We can insert the element by the index value, right? In the same way we can delete the element by the index value. So here I have written 1. So in pop I have mentioned the index value. So in this statement, what it will delete? It will delete the first index value. What is first index? 1. So 20 is the first index value. So in this statement it will delete the 20th element. So after the deletion, the final output is 10 and 30, because we have removed the list, right? Remove the element in the list, right? Okay, next topic is deleting the element in the list. We can use the delete keyword for deleting the element. So here I have mentioned the index value. So delete, these are the functions, right? This is the method. So delete number and index value. Here this is the list name. Here I have mentioned the index value of the element which I want to delete. So here I have deleted. After that, if I am trying to store the deleted element in a variable, it shows what? It shows the error message, invalid syntax. So this is the main difference. It doesn't give any value. It shows the syntax is invalid. So we can't store the deleted element by using the delete keyword and remove keyword. We can retrieve the element which we have deleted using the pop keyword. And deleting the entire list. How we can delete the entire list? Simply we can call the list name. By calling the list name using the del keyword, we can delete the entire list, and we can also use the clear method to delete the entire list. Traversing list. So this is the list we have created, and in this line we have traversing every element in the list. This for loop iterate each and every element of the list. When this for loop is stopped, when it reaches the last element of the list, it will stop this iteration. In this way, it will display each and every element of the list. Thank you all.